Today on Travelin' Young, we're talking about
the 4th of July.
We're the Youngs.
We've spent our lives traveling the world.
And in 2018, we moved from
Chicago, Illinois to
Copenhagen, Denmark.
Now we want to share with you
how our new lives abroad
is keeping us young.
keeping us young.
are helping to keep us young. Hello and welcome back to Travelin' Young, and today we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to start with the 4th of July.
Yes.
Then we're going to have a special Friday fact.
Yes.
And then stick around to the end because we're going to do some updates on the Euro Championship based on where we are to now that we're blah, 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 blah. Where we are now since we're at the final 8.
So much has happened.
Whew, I know, it's so confusing.
Yes.
But for now, what we're going to start with is the 4th of July.
The 4th of July. It's the 4th of July.
Big holiday here in
Yes.
America, or well, not here for us Americans, but in America, it's a big holiday where we celebrate the independence of our country. But I would say, for me, it's more lately just about just celebrating
Hanging
America
out.
in general and hanging out with friends and stuff.
Yeah, like I think it, maybe many years ago it was about, like, yay, we're independent, we're on our own. But I think now it's more just about being with family and celebrating being proud of where you come from.
Yeah. And I mean, I think back in 76, you were 76er.
I'm a 76er.
So you're a bicentennial baby.
That's me.
That was a really big year. But now I think the further we get away from it, like Maya said, it's more about like hanging out with family and just really celebrating America.
Yeah, although we're not but a couple years away from the 250th anniversary, so
We're going to do that.
perhaps there'll be something special and
Extra
everybody will be
sparklers.
excited about independence again. But
Yes.
in the meantime, we've got a few more years to then. Miranda has...
I have some trivia questions. We're
I'm
going to
ready.
test and see how good Josh and how good their knowledge of Independence Day is.
I was a straight A history student, so
I picked some
I'm
hard
pretty
ones.
good. I'm pretty good at
We're gonna
history.
see. Okay. Where was the first Independence Day celebration held? Could be tricky.
The first Independence Day celebration.
I would, okay.
I mean, one might say Philly because that's where all this stuff was originated and
Yeah.
the beginning of everything. But then some could say D.C.
I
'cause
would-
that's where the government is now.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't there for a very long time, so I'm going to say New York.
I'm gonna go with Boston.
Philly. Was in Philly.
That was obvious. That's why I picked something
Of course.
different. You told me.
Well, there was a lot of things happening in New York at the time, so I say New York.
There was.
I mean, DC wasn't really like the capital yet.
No, it wasn't. What was the total number of people who signed the Declaration of Independence?
Oh
Ooh,
boy, I feel like it's
think
like 32.
Is it? I feel like it's smaller. I feel like it's like 16 only. Maybe it's more, but I feel like it's 16.
If you added your two answers up, you
there's a
still
lot of people.
wouldn't get to
Oh my
it. It was
goodness.
56.
Wow, okay.
But John Hancock's could be counted as
Yes, like 4 people.
15 people because it's
It's
so
so
big.
huge. What year were fireworks first used to celebrate the 4th of July? Fireworks are really, really big deal for us for 4th of July. So.
Yeah, fireworks, 4th of July. What year? I'm going to go with 1815.
1815. I don't really know the history of fireworks,
I don't either.
but I'm
But
gonna
guns
say,
have been around for a bit, so it seems like you could have made fireworks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit later and say 19.
You guys are terrible historians. It was 1777.
Wow,
Oh,
they
the
had
very-
fireworks.
year
The very
one.
next year.
Year
they
one,
were,
they're like,
they were
this is where the tradition
excited.
begins on the first year.
They had to have gotten those like directly from China or something. I
Yeah.
think China was the only one making fireworks.
I was
back
thinking,
then.
more industrial age
Yeah,
America, getting closer to that,
Nope.
but I guess not. I didn't know we had fireworks then.
1777.
Well, some interesting facts about the history of America and its
there you go.
independence. And remember these, you'll be quizzed later. But we're going to stop now for today's Friday fact because it's a special day.
It is. We have another
Well,
thing to celebrate.
It was a special day.
Well,
It was a special day. Yeah.
But yeah,
we have another thing to celebrate with you guys that is not about America.
Nope.
No.
It was Brisket's birthday. He was 1 year old.
Yes.
And we kind of missed it because we didn't have him when he was a little puppy, like little. We didn't get him until September.
Yeah.
And then I was looking back at paperwork and saw it was like in June.
Oops.
And so we celebrated a little late. But it's his birthday. Brisket's 1. So today's Friday fact is this little guy is 1 year old. All right. So one of the other things about 4th of July, as we mentioned, it's about being together with people today. And it's like celebrating and cookouts and stuff.
Yeah.
You know? And so we'd always have cookouts basically with hamburger hot dogs.
The July 4th barbecue is like primo in the calendar. Like everybody has to have a barbecue. That's what everybody does.
Everyone's grilling hot dogs, hamburgers. People are swimming, playing with like water guns, doing random stuff.
And playing cornhole. And playing
games.
This thing with garden games where you throw this balls on a string that wrap around a stick thing.
Yeah,
sometimes
like
we get crazy and do water balloon fights.
Oh, water balloon fights. Yeah. So there's this whole concept of cooking out with people because it's like the summer. It's in theory nice outside, and you can be outside like cooking out and having fun with a bunch of friends, playing games and drinking beer and eating.
Lots of food. I'm here for the potato salad. That's what I want.
Well, I mean, I like burgers and stuff, but one of the biggest things is desserts.
Yes.
And Miranda and Maya was not with us.
No, soon we'll like be able to catch up, and I will be in more videos because I'm not at after school.
She keeps getting left out of all the fun food things.
But a couple weeks ago, we were invited to go to the American Pie Company and try some American pies. And 4th of July is one of the times that they have a ton of popular pies because pie is a big dessert on 4th of July.
It is, and they have amazing pies. So let's go see what we tried.
American Pie Company. It is one of my favorite places here in Copenhagen. I'm here with Aaron Chapman, who is one of the owners here at the American Pie Company. I'm very excited to be here because I love pie. And now, most people when they think of pie, they think of sweet pies. But you actually do savory pies as well. So tell us some about the pies that you have here.
Well, so we do savory pies for dinner or lunch, and we also do those frozen take and bake because a lot of people would like to take them home and bake them themselves. And those are filled with a lot of different kinds of meat or veggies or a mix of both. Yeah. And then of course we do sweet pies, which we change every season because pie is a very simple word, but there's a very big umbrella of possibilities, right? Yes. So we do sweet pies that change every 2 to 3 months and sometimes every month depending on what's happening.
That's awesome. Yeah. Because there are so many possibilities with pie.
Exactly. And lots of combinations.
Now, pie is a really kind of quintessential American thing. I associate it mostly with 4th of July and probably Thanksgiving. Yes. So we're coming up on 4th of July, which is a really big holiday for us Americans. Tell us what you're doing for 4th of July.
So for 4th of July, normally what we do is we offer a special pie for people's barbecues at home that is decorated with an American flag. So it's like a classic banana cream pie, but on top, of course, we have all fresh berries that's been decorated as American flag. Yeah. So people can dig into that. Really fresh and summery. And then we are also offering during that time a lot of our classic pies that are very popular across the board. So apple pie, cherry pie, banoffee pie is a big one right now. Salted caramel and banana.
So many.
So lots of pies.
I am very partial to your pecan pie.
Yes.
That's amazing. Right now you've got this blackberry and blueberry pie that is also amazing. I could eat them all day long.
Yes.
So we're going to try a couple. You're very nice and giving us some to try. So let's go do that. Never tried a savory pie before, you absolutely have to try a savory pie. And Aaron has given us 3 of their pies that they make here. We have the bourbon pulled pork pie. We have the classic chicken and thyme pie, and we also have the 3-cheese broccoli and cauliflower, and we're gonna try each of these.
Chicken pot pie is the one I'm trying here. I mean, the ingredients, the chicken is just fantastic. It's like really good quality ingredients inside of this thing. Wow.
This is the 3-cheese broccoli and cauliflower. That is so good. It's so rich with the cheese, and you got that nice like herb flavor. It's so good.
So I don't think we mentioned this before, but because it's so close to 4th of July, we reached out to the American Pie Company because we wanted to do some American-themed things this week, and they were gracious enough to hook us up with these pies to try today. And now we're on to the dessert portion. We've got pecan, key lime, blueberry, blackberry, and apple. I am gonna start with, I feel like needs to be like coconut shells moving around. I'm gonna start with the apple pie so the ice cream doesn't melt too fast on me. And this looks, the size of this thing was pie, oh, and there's like sugar on it. Oh, it already tastes good and I haven't eaten it yet. Very good.
This is Southern pecan pie. It is an institution in the South. I absolutely love it, and we're gonna see how it holds up. Admittedly, I've had this before. It is absolutely amazing. It never disappoints. You have to come try this.
Okay, that was really
I'm
really
still
good.
full, and it's like 2 weeks later. And we even got to have more pies because we went to an event at the American Embassy, and we saw them again, and I ate 2 slices of the berry pie, and I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, and speaking of both American Pie and the Embassy, there's something special going on at Tivoli on July 4th. Rufus Gifford will be there, the former ambassador, U.S. ambassador to Denmark. And the American Pie Company is going to be there with some pies.
Yes. And a big Airstream.
Yeah,
and yours truly.
The Youngs are going to be there. So we are really hoping that some of you are going to be able to go. Obviously, not just because we're there, but because it's going to be really cool. You get a little taste of America.
Holiday.
Yeah, they've been working really hard to try to put something together to celebrate the 4th of July. So I think it'll be a lot of fun.
We're very excited about the food, the pie, just the experience and getting to be there, and the fireworks, which is big, as we said, part of 4th of July for Americans. And we're really hoping that we get an opportunity to meet some of you guys. That would be amazing for us. It'd be an honor to get a chance to talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, we love when you guys come up to us and say hi to us if you see us in public. So, I mean, if you're there and you see us, come say hi.
Absolutely.
We love talking to you guys.
We're very American, so we have no problems with strangers coming up to us and saying hello.
Yeah. Or if you're thinking about finding something to do, just come on out and see us. Yeah. And so we're going to be there much of the day. Earlier in the day, you may see us like eating a burger at Gasoline Grill because they've just opened a Gasoline Grill there at Tivoli.
I'm very excited about that.
Yeah. But at 2 o'clock,
we are going to be at the Rutschebanen. I think I said that right. Maya and I are going to be there. We'll come prepared with your ride wristband so that we can all ride on the roller coaster together. Josh is going to be standing off to the side with my purse because he doesn't believe in a ride.
Yes, so for all the non-rider purse holder people out there, you can hang out with me while I wait, which is what I traditionally do when they go on roller coasters.
True.
So that's at 2 o'clock. And then at 3 o'clock, we're gonna drink some beer. Yes. So bring a beer by and bring it to the
Jubilæumshaven.
And join me. I'm gonna have a beer, and it'd be great to just sit and chat. We'll be there for an hour, just hanging out, drinking. And if you want to bring a beer and chat and drink, or just come and talk, whatever, it doesn't matter. It would be super cool to talk. And so I'm gonna post this stuff again on our Instagram and our Facebook. So the details are there of exactly what we'll be and the times, and it would be super cool. We'd just love to meet you. Actually, we were at Tivoli briefly last weekend, and a couple people came up to us and said hi.
Yeah,
so
we love it.
I mean, it's one of our favorite places, and we really hope that you come by and say hi.
Yeah, that'd be so great. You guys can see how short I am in real life.
That's true.
In real life.
That's true.
She just barely makes the limit for Rutschebanen.
Yeah.
That is not true.
And there may be a hot dog consumed somewhere at some point as well.
Probably.
So, I mean, that's a big 4th
I feel
of
like
July
we
thing.
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tivoli on 4th of July, we hope that you come. And so next we wanted to talk quickly about some of our favorite kind of memories that we each have from 4th of July. And I'll start since I'm already talking. One of my, I wouldn't say it's a fond memory, but it's something that's embedded in my head because it was so terrifying. When we were kids, we used to go, just like St. Hans, there's like communities would have firework displays and you'd go for free and just sit and watch fireworks. And we went once to this one in Virginia, and the fireworks typically, you know, they fly up into the air and then go off. In this case, they did all the going off stuff on the ground instead of in the air, and it was super terrifying.
That sounds so scary.
Everybody immediately like got up and walked like, you know, because you like have like blankets and you're sitting on the ground.
I would be like
and,
running.
Yeah,
Was it like going like super out into the crowd? And
No,
stuff?
it was all together where they were taking off. Nobody was harmed as far as I
thankfully.
remember, but I was mentally I was scarred.
Yeah, I would be gone.
this-
I would be running.
I'm gonna say I was like 8 or 9 for this
My God.
terrifying 4th of July
scary.
fireworks display, but I will never forget it.
Yeah.
No.
Burned in your memory.
Yeah.
I would say my favorite memory is one year they went to Australia for their anniversary, and I stayed with our friends for a few weeks, and I was with them for.
Hi, Liz and Jeff.
Yeah. I was with them on the 4th of July, and we were all together with their family, and someone in their family, either a family or a friend, I don't really remember, works at like a firework company, and so we had like a whole bunch of fireworks, and it was really cool to have all these fireworks, but the best firework was like a Gatorade bottle filled with lighter fluid, like gasoline, and then with like 4 like little fireworks like taped to the side, and then we just lit it, and it was like this huge like fireball.
She sent me the video, and I don't remember at what point I saw it, but she was like, "Mom, they're like putting a Gatorade bottle of lighter fluid or gasoline up into a tree and setting it."
No,
on
it wasn't
fire."
a tree. It was on the ground.
Oh, was it
And
on the ground?
The
Okay.
grass was burned a little bit, but it's okay. No one was
I
harmed.
mean, is it really July 4th if the grass doesn't get burned?
They
somewhere?
live like in
Yeah, in the country. It's
yeah,
very
in the
far
country.
from people.
So
Yeah, if anybody got harmed, it would only be them, and I guess you, because you were there.
yeah.
And speaking of being out in the country, my favorite July 4th memory is we went out one year to my grandparents. They lived way, way out in super rural Missouri, so it would be like going out to middle of nowhere, Ulen. And we stopped off at a fireworks depot and spent a couple $100 on fireworks. We just made this little fireworks stands day. And my brother bought all these fireworks, and he painstakingly laid them all out on my grandparents' property and like had everything timed, and he was going through with a flashlight and like a little timer setting everything off so that it went off at the right time. So we had our own private little family 4th of July fireworks presentation.
That's good. I'll say one quick good memory, which is I've been to a lot of baseball games on 4th of July. Always good. Fireworks at baseball
Always
games.
good.
Lots of fun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But
Very, very quick memory for me. I also remember our old neighborhood used to have a bunch of fireworks, and people would celebrate. And there was one year where I didn't have any shoes on, and I was running around the grass, and I like stepped barefoot on like a lit sparkler. That was not very
Not
fun.
a good experience.
Okay, so there you go. That's a little bit of our kind of American view
Yeah.
on 4th of July, some memories, Tivoli, and all kinds of stuff. So now we want to give a quick update on the Euro, and we're going to try to make this quick, but it's going to be hard because it's so
hard.
exciting.
It's hard.
But first of all, if you follow us on Instagram, you might have seen we got to go to the Spain-Croatia match in Copenhagen, and that was insane.
Bananas.
And I'd say that was like a situation where I felt more connected to Europe, because anytime we've gone to something like that before, we had to fly, and it was like an ordeal. But to like work all day, go to a match, and then be home a couple hours later sleeping in my own bed, amazing. It was so cool.
And also, like, I was telling them at the game that, like, we've been to Euro Cups before and been to the games, but I feel like I'm more invested in the games now that I actually live in Europe.
Yeah.
And I may be, like, affected by the outcome of this game at some point.
Yeah, we had a hard time deciding on who we wanted to win, because we knew that if Denmark wins, when Denmark wins their next match, whoever won that match, they would have to play. So we were kind of like trying to figure out who we would rather have Denmark play.
Yeah. It was, but that was like a ton of fun, and 8 goals. I mean, the first goal was
crazy.
insane, and then it just went crazy from there.
Yeah.
So lucky that we got to such a good game.
Awesome.
But for the rest of the tournament, Gotta say a few things real fast. France, Germany, Portugal. See you later.
All of them
What?
gone.
All gone.
So crazy.
Total surprise. Miranda picked Germany to win the whole thing.
You know what?
I mean, that's fair enough.
I've never been happier to be wrong in my life. I
Yeah.
picked Germany's out and Denmark's still in, and I'm happy about it.
I'm kind of happy. I feel like they win too much football stuff. Now there's a chance for someone else.
Yeah.
Someone, an underdog.
I mean,
like
those are
Denmark.
the last 3 winners of everything of importance, really. Those 3 teams.
Every football thing.
But I will say, like, if we ignore Denmark for a moment, the Belgium-Italy match is
that's
going to
gonna
be
be big.
a
I'm
big
scared.
decider.
Yeah, I'm
And as
scared.
much as I don't want to see England do well, I'm not a big England fan. If they win this round, the rest of the matches will be at home because the semifinals and final are in
everything's in
England.
London.
They might have a bit of an advantage there. So for those that don't want to see England go far, let's hope that they don't make it to the next round. Let's see Denmark win on Saturday. That would be amazing.
That'd be great.
There's room. Now that there's no
It's a
France, Germany, there's room
clear
for an
path.
underdog win like Denmark.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are so excited. It's been so much fun. We've watched so much football. It's weird now,
So many matches.
like today and yesterday. It's Thursday right now. There aren't matches, and it's like this void when there aren't football
I know.
matches.
I
we're
feel
just
like
like,
I'm
what are we
missing
supposed to be
something.
doing?
I
Yeah,
know.
like aren't I supposed to be watching matches right now? What's going on? So anyway, we'll have another update at the end of the tournament
Yes.
or something.
When we
We'll-
win, celebrate our big win.
Yeah, but it's been so much fun. Denmark is kicking butt right
They're
now.
doing so good.
And I mean, those last 2 matches were ridiculous.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
So let's see what
good.
happens.
Killing it. Go Denmark.
All right. So with that, we're now going to say goodbye. Thank you for
Yes.
joining us on this Friday edition of 4th of July edition
Yes.
of
4th of July edition.
of Travelin' Young.
Yes, and hopefully we'll see some of you on Sunday.
Please, yes,
Yes.
again, we would love to see you on Sunday. That would be absolutely amazing for us, at
Yes.
least. I mean, we would love it. We love meeting people, so it would be
Amazing
so
for
good.
everybody.
Yeah. But I mean,
be fun.
I'm going to be selfish and say I hope to meet people myself.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right. So with that, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you so much, and hopefully we'll see you in person. But if not,
Yeah.
we'll see you here soon.
Yes.
Bye-bye.